Okay, all right. So the third example here, which is on the page 20 in your notes, require you to deal with this method. So that's the question, but I have a correction on it, which is replace the y-axis, the rotation of y-axis. You change it, it is about x equals to 1. So I want you to try it by yourself. And if you encounter any problem, you can try to consult with me later using Telegram or using the any channel that you think suitable to reach me. Okay, all right. So without wasting any time, let us go into the main topic that we want to discuss today, which is the washer method. Okay, this is another way on how to deal with a volume, finding a volume, which is we are going to deal with the condition where we are going to have two circles together, which is we are going to get something like a ring where we are going to have a big circle and also a small circle. So when we have this as our object, so basically we are going to deal what we call as a washer method. And still we are going to stick with the same principle, which is our method of slicing is still perpendicular with the rotation axis. So if your rotation axis is vertical, so let's say this is your rotation axis, so your slicing must be horizontal. So if your rotation is horizontal, your slicing mode should be vertical. Okay, the same way as what we did previously in this method. Alright, but the only difference here, basically we are going to have two circles. So of course, if we have two circles, we are going to have two radius, because for a big circle, basically we are going to put it as, if you want to find the area of it, okay, area of big circle, it will be pi r squared, which is we are going to have a big radius for it compared to an area of a small circle. Which is it will be pi a small r. So this is a big radius because it have a big circle of it. So if you have a circle like this and circle like this, so if we are going to apply the same center, so the big one should be here and the small one will be somewhere inside there. Okay, so that is what we call as the big circle. So what we call here, we are going to use the term outer radius for a big R, outer radius, and we are going to use the terms of inner radius for the small r. And here for the rotation axis, basically the same thing apply, which is we are going to use an equation of v equals to a to b ax dx, where now we have two area, which is a big circle pi r squared minus with pi small circle squared. But here, since we have the common value of pi, so we can put pi as our common factor there, and then we just use this formula. So please do memorize these two formula, or we can also try to make it as our guideline later. And let's see here, if we try to rotate about y-axis, so we are going to get the y pi. If x-axis should be the X pi. So it depends on how you rotate the area there. So we are going to see the example now. Okay, let's try to deal with example A in our next video, and let us see what is the difference between this and washer particularly. Okay, so see you in the next video.